Kim Jae-ee's younger brother, Hongrang, goes missing when he's just 8 years old. 12 years later, despite the family's best efforts, he's still yet to be found. Over the course of these 12 years, several imposters have come up claiming to be the real Hongrang, wanting to get their grubby little fingers on the family's guild and the family's wealth. Eventually, Lee Jae-woo's character shows up, also claiming to be the real Hongrang. But unlike the other imposters, he seems to know things that only the real Hongrang would know. After going through and passing some wacky tests which his family set for him in order to confirm his identity, he is accepted into the family to take his place as rightful heir. However, two people still have doubts regarding his identity. The first being Jae, his sister, and Mujin, a guy who was adopted to take his place and inherit the family guild, sort of as a backup plan in case they never find Hongrang. Pretty early on in the story, we get to know that this Hongrang is not the real Hongrang, but is actually someone who himself was abducted as a child and managed to escape. He is now investigating this abduction case and trying to find out the culprits so as to stop the abductions which are still happening in present time. I thought that after getting the backstory of all these characters and knowing how they all fit into the story, we would immediately begin untangling the knot that was the child abduction case. I thought wrong. For some reason, the plot ignores the abduction setup, which is what captured me from the very initial scenes, and instead pitches its tent on one of the most boring and exhausting love triangles I have ever witnessed with these two eyes of mine. This love triangle is no ordinary love triangle. No. It's special. It's incestuous. This guy is her brother, who is not really her brother. And the other guy is her adopted brother, who is not really her brother. 2/3 of the drama is spent on this bullshit. Yay. When the show does focus on the kidnappings and the mysterious snowman, it is darkly seductive, gripping, and pulling you into its eerie world. This doesn't last though, because instead, the show focuses on this stupid love triangles. We'll have a scene where Mujin will see Jae from a distance. He will smile and walk towards her. Upon getting closer, he will discover that Jae is actually sitting next to, conversing with, or just breathing the same air as the fake Hongrang. He will then be very plenty sad and walk away. A couple of scenes later, the same thing is going to repeat, except this time, the fake Hongrang will see Jae with Mujin, and a couple of scenes later, they will switch roles again. The way the boner of my interest just shriveled up in the first 3 episodes after having to witness this nonsense, this incestuous gift basket that just keeps giving what I don't want. The number of times I just found myself asking, why?
Why?
The characters in this drama are so flat, they are basically half-dimensional. All of them are archetypes that we've seen over and over and over again. The show isn't interested and doesn't even attempt to flesh out its characters. Our male lead, just like so many other male leads, is someone who society considers as a bad boy. But really, he just has a traumatic past. Deep down inside, he really is a good guy. Lee Jae-wook is a very terrific actor, but even he can't fill a basket with water. The female lead, Jae, has no distinctive character flair. She's kind-hearted and nice and loyal and pretty, just like hundreds of other K-drama female leads. The show had so many opportunities to explore her character, but they said, nope, she is a good girl and that is it. All the useless staring from the rooftop scenes that Jae had is time that could have been spent showing just how close young Jae and Hongrang were, So you, the viewer, will be able to feel the devastation of his loss, and you'll be able to understand why his return is so important, not just to the family, but to Jay personally. All of her interactions with her father, with her stepmother, with Mujin, with fake Hongrang, with her servants, are not there to explore Jay as a character. No, they seem to be there to convince you, the viewer, that Jay is a nice and good girl.
Utter crap.
The second male lead is the same as so many other second male lead. He is just so in love with the female lead. He is there doing second male lead things, and I could not care less about this character. I don't care. So much of it is just spectacle without substance. The show has so many big moments that end up feeling empty and unimpactful because the story doesn't build into it. There were so many moments that were supposed to be big, but I'm just like, okay, I guess that's happening now. And okay, I guess that is also happening now. I don't care because the show doesn't try to make me care. The romance is very confusing because they barely know anything about each other. I can count on one hand the number of civil conversations they had before they started confessing their. Forget civil conversation. The number of conversations they just had with each other. Most of their interactions were staring from a distance, him rescuing her from danger, her regarding him with suspicion, and then boom, they're suddenly professing their love and they're going to die for each other. I have no idea why either of them is enamored with the other, but good for them, I guess. It's something. This show isn't completely horrible and a waste of time. It's just very mediocre and dreadfully predictable. I'm just really pained because it could have been better. It had the potential to be so much more, but this is what we got. So, yep, it's something.